Yo, Elliot. So we got a good question from our buddy iWorkout060. He has recently been working out. He's been working out for I guess a year or so, and he's made some decent gains. The problem is he went to the gym the other day with his buddy who hasn't been working out very long, and they go to do squats, and he thinks he's doing a great job. He says he's doing high volume, front squats, back squat. He goes heavy. He does sled pulls and all this functional shit Elliot talks about. And then he goes to the gym with his buddy who just started working out the other day. His buddy slaps on 405 and reps out 5-6 reps. And he, our friend who's been working out for quite a while, who's doing all the right things, can't do that. His friend whooped his ass on the squat. Now, here's where it gets interesting. They decided, okay, well, let's go do some leg press. And our friend, who's never done the leg press before, and I'm not sure if his buddy did either, they go to leg press, and our buddy, iWorkout060, throws on twice as many plates, kicks him out, boom. Then his friend puts on, tries to put on the same weight that he had, and he can't do it. What's going on here? Why is it that my friend is kicking my ass in the squat, even though I do all this functional shit, but I whoop him in the leg press? What you gotta understand is that the leg press is not really a core exercise, if you will, because it eliminates the need for structural integrity and muscular balance within the hips. It's just a knee extender. There really is no requirement for hip extension or flexion when you're down in that, that lay down position. Your abdominals are shut off, your upper body is shut off, your hips are in a flexed position, so that means there's really no need for deep abdominal stabilization. There's no need for any stabilization at all because you're laying down on a freaking bed, right? And then you're just kicking out at the knees. So you've been working out for a while. Your knees are probably stronger than your buddies. That's all it is. It's knee extension when you're on that leg press. It's an isolation exercise. It eliminates the need for all the physiological shit that needs to be in line. I often talk about how the digestive system, the visceral system, impacts the muscular system, and if your digestive system is off, then your muscular system within and I'm doing this, you guys don't see this, but within the abdominal region, all those muscles won't be turned on if anything is off. It's such a sensitive area of our body. So if you're not eating right, even if you're stressed out and not sleeping right, if you got stomach problems, but that's going a bit too deep now. Let's bring it back up to the surface, where if you've got tight hip flexors, if you've got weak glutes, if you just got weak deep abdominal wall, so your transversus abdominis and the muscles that help stabilize the pelvis. If that's weak, then your squat's going to be weak. You got strong knees and kick out the leg press, but anything that's structurally imbalanced within your core, your hips in particular, are going to manifest themselves as weaker expressions in the squat and the deadlift and functional exercises. Your buddy, he may just be naturally, or because maybe he played certain sports, whatever the case may be, he's got that capacity to extend his hips, to turn on his glutes, to use his hip flexors, to activate his abdominals in order to stabilize 405 pounds for several reps, where you don't. So what do? Well, simply increase the strength and capacity and structural integrity of your hips. Now, I don't know what type of I don't know what type of posture you have. There are those who have the Donald Duck posture, where I talked about, where your abdominal wall is shut down. This is where your butt sticks out. I'll give you a little tutorial. I've said this 1,000 times. But where your butt sticks out and your belly sort of protrudes. And that's a person who has a tendency towards weak abdominal muscles, really tight hip flexors, weak upper hamstrings. You're going to want to work on correcting all the muscular imbalances in your hips and abdominals associated with that, if you're an anterior pelvic tilt type person. If you happen to be the opposite, these are the two most common muscular imbalances. The opposite type is someone who has their butt tucked under, like Donald Duck. That person has really tight upper hamstrings, really open and loose hip flexors. In fact, if you're sucking on the leg press, that's probably what you are. You probably have a tendency more towards that posterior pelvic tilt, Pink Panther dog with his tail tucked under him type posture, right? So you're gonna need to work on that. So it's a matter of strengthening and stretching the correct muscles within the hip region. And that's it, dude. Stay away from the leg press. especially if you're doing this for functional capacity and strength. If you're a bodybuilder, like, it really doesn't matter how coordinated and how strong your body really is. It's about, you know, did you put the muscle on in the right place? You know, but a totally different story. Don't come to me for that. Not your best channel for that. But if you want to increase your strength, your performance, your functional capacity, you want to reduce muscular imbalances, you want to become the stronger version of yourself, I'll give you a good answer. And that's it, dude. Good luck.
Yo, Elliot,